I want to discuss a subject, which is an important subject. And why do you want to discuss it? Because one of the Engelite over here asked me, and he asked me one day give explanation of the hakpada which we have, that children from 3 years old and older should not come in to shul with exposed feet, without tights. And he asked me, since it's only a minute, so what's the big deal about it? So I explained, took out the shi'ur, I showed him what's going on. He says, wow, I didn't know, and I didn't know what's going on. Give an explanation, give a shir. People should know that it's nicht kein minik. This is Allah's clear-cut Sachen. It's nicht kein minhugim do. So therefore, I want to go over this shir. Again, I'm talking halacha, and what is Rabbi Sainin is any shitte in this inyana, and take it from there. Okay, the first thing I want to start is like this. In Shechanurach and Even Ezer, Siman Kif Tesvov, Sif Aleph over there is the Shechanurach talks about which women you could divorce without giving a ksuba. That means, his mama shchumar, they deserve to get kicked out from their house, and they lose the ksuba. So the Mishnah says like this, and the Mishnah says, Shechanurach, I'm going to quote the Shechanurach right. These are the women who you could divorce without giving even a ksuba. People, the women who are over das Moshe and das Yudis. There's two types of halachas. There are things which is das Moshe, that means Torah tells us you cannot do that, or you cannot go like that or wear like that. And there's das Yehudis. So the Shechanurach in Sif Aleph says, "I see das Moshe." What is it? Das Moshe? That means with the Torah is over of Torah. Shechila es baala she'ayne meusar. If a woman, a lady, a wife gives food for the husband, she prepares supper, and she doesn't master the food, so she's mashal him by Isser daraisa. She could get she's over at das Moshe. Or for instance, other Isirim she's over. Or she says she went to mikveh, she didn't go to mikveh. This is over is adas Moshe. That means this is kili daraisa. Then it's Sif Dalet, Shechanurach, as over adas Yehudis is also yoitzes beloy ksuba. I see das Yehudis. Minig hatzanias shenahagi menois Yisrael. The minig which is benahagi menois Yisrael, which is not necessarily haluchadik amadafazaitin, but a minig hatzanias shenahagi menois Yisrael. He has the quote over there. Va'aylehem advurim sheim asisa achzmem avra das yehidis, and she loses also the ksuba. Yoitze leshuk olemuvim mefilish obechutzer sharabim boikim, but she goes out even on the backyard or on the front yard, not on the shisarabim. Goes out sharabim boikim boy. No, I mean verkehrt. Leshuk, oil moving mefilish, or bechutz l'shrabim boikim boy. V'roishe perua. What does it mean, roishe perua? Roishe perua means she's not uncovered here. She goes with a tichel. But the minig used to be that above the tichel they had another thing. You have two kisiyim, a tichel, and they had to add a redit on it. So you can't say that's Moshe, because that's Moshe, the hair is covered. But since the minig Yisrael was to wear a redit also, she loses the ksiva, because that's called over aldas Yehudis. Redit is like on the tichel they had another thing which was on top of it. I don't know exactly, trace they were on such a thing. But akaponim, das is the zach was given amol as a minig meflegain of them, and that's called a minig. Shenhage benois Yisrael. And therefore, even though she's only over das Yehudis, she loses the ksiva. Then it says, she knits on the street. She knits on the street and she uncovers her hands. Because again, the minig Yisrael used to be that you have to have your head dresses all the way till here, till the kafa yadayim. And if she knits on the street and it gets revealed, das is over das yehidis. Why das yehidis? Because that's only a minig. From here till the elbow is only a das Yehudis. That means the elbow and up, the elbow if it's revealed is das Moshe. It's ostering is das Moshe. But from after the elbow till over here, that's totally in minig Yisrael, das Yehudis. And if she's over, then she is also irregulable. She's rugel, she's used to it. Then she loses the ksiba. This is totally a minig. From here till the elbow, not the elbow including, that's a meaning rule. Above the elbow, that's already das Moshe, that's already das Moshe. B'chal eile, taitze, below ksiba. You go out without a ksiba. And steht noch in der Mu, even if she doesn't want, you could force her, although we have a chayim derweine gersh, you cannot force a wife to divorce, but in such a case, she's over on das Moshe, das Yidis, she loses the ksiba, and you can divorce her about karche euche. Das da luche shichenurach, clear cut, in Simon, your Ebenezer, Simon kieft as wolf. Okay, now, there's another piece which I brought down, and the Achronim say, why don't the Shichenurach speak about uncovering from the elbow and up? Is the Achronim said, he only calls about the lower part. What's wrong with the older part? Why didn't Shichenurach at least put it in on das Moshe? So the Achronim write, the Besitzchak, mit Imre Shefer, mit a ganze bunch, Achronim write, because he doesn't have to say. Because if even this part, which is meaning Yisroel, she reveals, she's regilavis, she goes out with Sadas Yehudis, or the Torah, darf the Shichenurach nicht reden, the bigger part, which is Das Moshe, the same as the Shichenurach brings down, that over Das Yehudis, she doesn't wear a double cover on the hat. She's over, why didn't the Shichenurach bring down that she wears, she's uncovered the hair in Ganzen, is over Das Moshe? Because if man darf nicht suchen, because it is included in Das Yehudis, Madach Das Yehudis, which she is covered, only she doesn't have the second cover, she loses the ksiba, kolshkin Das Moshe, so therefore, man should bring the chumah, die gesagt, but only bring the lower Sachen, that's why, we it's nicht demand. Aber es ist Das Moshe. Again, what is Das Moshe? Uncovering the hair, uncovering from the elbow and up. That's Das Moshe, that's Issa der Reisa. And this is clear, the steht mich spezei, die bringen noch Jahres gewascht, eines wie heute, chavs das, all of them said clear cut, all those things go in Das Moshe, and it's also Minatoire to get revealed. Okay.
Where does it say about the elbow?
The elbow is the chalik from the zorei, the upper part, from the elbow.
Wo steht the upper part? Das Moshe.
Zug ich dir, du zum Charuk gebringt, das ist Pshitas, weil nur von der Zorei das ist das Yehudis, from there and up, is also with the other parts in the gift. Well, don't come and say that Tzemach Tevis is right, because there's other part of the gift, the other parts of the gift is Das Moshe. Somebody reveals any part of the body is Das Moshe. So therefore, it's in Shanafkimin. Now, we have a Gemara, where the Gemara says, V'sechtes Bruchas, Daf Chov Dalot Umadalef, Omer Abchizde, Shoik Be'isha Erva. A person which reveals her shoik is a erva. Shneimar, which is the posi gali shoik, oivri nehuras, if you reveal the shoik, and then the next pussy says, Tugel ervaschu, v'gam tirich ervaschu. So we see, we're gonna get that's the whole Nikida. What is the shoik? So again, the posi says, gali shoik, if you reveal the shoik, and then it says, Tugel ervaschu, so the Gemara says, we see the shoik is a erva. Perish Rasha, the shoik have a erva. The Rashi is there's two erva. Means two things. First of all, you're not allowed to look at it. Indian is tactless. A person is not allowed to look at it. Then there's another thing is you're not allowed to lay krishma in front of it. And then the Rashi of plus dorten as when we say shoik is erva means on both things. Also, you cannot say krishma in front of it, and then also is tactless. Both of the things that you see also in the Ran Mekoymas. That means there's two reasons why shoik is erva. Sai, because you cannot be revealed. We should see it. That's a clueless the gezach. And then there's a second part also that it's cannot revealed when you say krishma. Yeah. So that's the zweite Sach. Now, we see the chimra shoik b'ish erva. What's the big deal of shoik b'ish erva? Everywhere is a shoik b'ish erva. What's the b'shaydik more chazal daf shoik b'ish erva? So Rashi says, the Achronim says, in Sevet Rugmen Shichenurach, the Achronim says that why does the Gemara stress shoik b'isha erva? Because the Gemara wants to tell us that shoik is worse than the whole body. The whole body is we have a loch tefich b'isha erva by a wife. By a wife, the wife till a tefich you could see, you can be revealed. Less than a tefich, more than a tefich is also. Tefich b'isha erva is even by the wife. So till a tefich is okay. Kimt as the Gemara says shoik b'isha erva, also the Bachen Terzuov, that the Achidish the Gemara says that by even the wife which till a tefich is okay, shoik is worse because shoik is a much bigger Indian which brings heriram or so aggressive erva. So therefore shoik is worse, and that's why the Chiddush for the Gemara shoik is erva. This is how the Tas says Siman Ein High, which basically most of the halachas in this Igya is in Orachaim Siman Ein High. And over there is the Tach and the Bas say clear that the Chiddush shoik is erva is a fila be'ishtoi and a fila puchas metefach. Shoik is a fila puchas metefach against ish is not a problem. So you have leggings which is open, purchas mit tefech. Yeah, it's a problem to say Krishma in front of your wife. In front of a friend is tamaz user. Apfelavani mit tefech, but in front, but the wife is bizat tefech is okay. Aber shoik is erg. Now, what is Kasid al-Shoik? Now we're coming to the what is Kasid al-Shoik? What does it mean, Shoik, that you say there is an erva? Now, the Mishnah, Masech the Schillen, talks about you have to give Chose v'Shoik. You have to give when you slaughter an animal, you have to give for the Kohen Chose v'Shoik. What is Shoik? The Chose means the Chose, the breast, and the Shoik means the part of the feet. What part belongs to the Kohen? Zug the Mishnah, Aizi Zroya. What is considered Zroya? Min ha-perik shel arkiva at kaf hayad. By an animal, there's three parts. There is the lower part, first part. Then there's another part. I was looking for a picture. I couldn't get because I saw my svaram on Trifa still is not yet in Kingston. So a lower part. Then there's another part, and then there's the bigger part. There's three divided. A man, by human beings, there is only two parts. Look at the picture in the back. Turn over. You see in the picture, by a human being, you have two parts: the yerech and you have the shoik. And then you have already the bottom piece. Yeah, that's the bottom piece. But the animal is the shoik gifa, which it's over here in the picture says shoik, is divided in two. You can look at it by any animal. It's like divided in two. There's a bone, another bone, and then there's the upper part. So we have three parts. So what is considered? Which part do you have to give for Chose v'Shoik? Zoek of them the Gemara, the Mishnah. Aizi Peirik, Aizi Zroya, min ha-Peirik shel Akiva at kaf hayad. Ikenegde beregel. That means the Tanakama says two parts. You have to give the first part, the second part, and the third part. The part which is close to the body, and the second part which is the middle part. That's you have to give for shoik for the animal. The bioimer shoik min ha-Peirik shel Akiva at zoivach. The Bida dintzach. The Bida says no, you don't have to give both parts. You give only the middle part. That's considered shoik, and only this you have to give for the Kohen. Now, in the Shekhanorach Yeredai in Hilchas Treifas, we should talk about treifas of animals. So, steht the Shekhanor Simani in Hai, Shloishe Prukim Yesh Beregel Atach. You have three parts in the regel. And the feet have three parts by an animal. V'yimash Chotchim in a Prusa. The first part is what you take together with the Prusas, the bottom part. Shemafshit Mahim, when you take off the animal, you take off the or, you have the part which has the kof, but the first will end the first part. It's called arkiva and This is the part they used to sell in the street. One part. The two pieces used to be one part. The middle part is called shoik. So over there there's the So by animal you have three parts. Again, lower part, arkuva, then you have the shoik, and then you have the koilis. So again, the Tanakama paskins that you have to give two pieces, the middle and the top, and Rebbe says you give only the middle part. Okay, so that's by an animal. What's done by a man? By a human being. What's done by human being? What is shoik by human being? We have only two. So what is considered shoik? Comes the Prima Gudam. Prima Gudam writes off the Platz, the Simon Ein Aleph, and he writes it also. Fun extra. 15. So I made 15 copies. Then Kim the Prima Gudam. Here the Prima Gudam says, what is shoik by Odom? The same as shoik by Bahima. Same as by animal, the shoik means the upper part. So therefore, by Odom is also the upper part. This is the Prima Gudam says. He writes it two places, Sai Shekhanorach, and he writes it again in Shad Shivas Megidus. He has a Shiva Sefer. Over there he comes and he says Efsher. He says maybe an animal, Udam and an animal, the person and the animal is the same. In the same, the upper part is shoik. What does that mean in our alach? The shoik will be, what is it called, this piece he said? The thigh. According to the Prima Gudam, which he says Efsher, he's Masipik, he says that the thigh, that's shoik, and that has to be covered. When it comes to the lower part, Efsher, that could be revealed. As the Lushon of Prima Gudam, Efsher, ein chashash. Mishnah Brira brings down the Prima Gudam. The Mishnah Brira brings down the Prima Gudam. So Mishnah Brira brought the Prima Gudam as what is considered shoik, the upper part of the thigh, and not the lower part, which is called the calf. That's the Prima Gudam. Now, all the Rishonim and Achroinim, all of them disagree with the Prima Gudam. And we're going to see soon that Pri Megudim himself made a U-turn. But Akapurim, all of them agree to Pri Megudim, and it says that a man and a behemoth is not the same. You want to say a man is the same, a human being is the same as a animal. We have a clear Toysvus. Toysvus writes clearly that Toysvus in Manuchas daf lamed zayin. The Toysvus over there has a whole shaila. What is considered zeroya that you put on film? Is it the lower part? Along the Toysvus dot. And Toysvus says maybe we could say that the zeroya of the Adam should be the same as the zeroya as a behemoth. So maybe we could say a raya that where you put on film is according to the behemoth. Then Toysvus says, of course not. You cannot make a comparison between an Adam and a behemoth, because you see by shoik also shoik by behemoth, by animal, and shoik by Adam is not the same. So the same as you cannot say you see by shoik by animal and Adam human being is not the same. He did Mazroya also. So Toysvus says clearly by Adam and behemoth is not the same. And then all of the Rishonim come out that shoik ba'adam is not the thigh, it is the calf. That's according to all the Rishonim. And all of them, all the things are with the Pri Megudim. So what does it mean by us that shoik is a erva? According to Pri Megudim is only the thigh. According to all Rishonim Machroinim is going to be the lower part is the calf. Where is it? A place where is Yom Mitter. That's the lower part. The lower part from from this bone, and there's a bone over there. It's called the knechel. I don't know how it's called in English. Oh, the ankle and lower the ankle. This is tuli minik. The places where the minik is to be revealed. They didn't used to go with sacks or with used to go burvas. How do you say barefooting, like in the Arab countries. This is tuli b'minik. If the minik is to be revealed, you could reveal it and say krishma against it. If it's not a minik, so also we have three. Basically, we have also basically we also have three. We have the bottom, we have the second, and the third. So the same as the Pri Megudim agrees that the middlester is shoik. We also the middlester. Aber akapunam Allah chroinim zugen azoi as in listen the Lush of Semachzedi writes. In Ebenezer Siman Ein Dalet, all of Achroinim again, all Achroinim, say clear as the shoik is the lower part, and that is which it says shoik b'isha erva. It's interesting. Oh, okay, I'm going to give you a minute. What's the das of Alter Rebbe Shechanurach? Let's see what Alter Rebbe writes. And Sabra Alter Rebbe, Rabbi Sain is ein. Alter Rebbe Siman ein high. I bring down the lotion. Says clearly that the Pri Megudim. He says the whole thing, what could be revealed? Paneyu v'yudeyu. The faces and the hand could be revealed. Shdarkim liyis Megillam. Why? Because that's the side that it should be revealed. Mitalikris Krishma. You can see Krishma against that face and the hand. The hand is always, that's a thing which is always open. You don't have to go with gloves. So therefore, Paneyu v'yudeyu, you could say Krishma in front of it. Ki misherugilba, I'm hayerer. Then he says like this: Ava keneged shoika against the shoik of a isha osa. Afal pisha shoik ayna mukim tzinua beish. Although when you're talking about a man, a shoik is not mukim tzinua beish, because you have to remember those days they didn't used to go with pants. They used to go with no. I'm talking man. Pants is yeah, ich habe noch gekannt hier in Williamsburg used to have a rope, and then they have a pants, and this halke Rebbe, think he used to come like this, because the dress went down all the way, so it didn't have. So that used to be by man, the lower part, the calf used to be big gilly. So the Alter Rebbe chotchik by man, it's darker this megillah. In the places which you don't go on paluas, you don't go with zocken, Wasser zocken, whatever. So therefore, it's a place where it's Megillah. Since there's a mukim tzniya be'isha, it's erva. So the Alter Rebbe says like this again. What is the shoy be'isha if it's offered? Don't be by men, it's usually open. And the people who do not go with sacks. So therefore, that place is even by isha, it's offered. And the same as the Alter Rebbe. So the Alter Rebbe says clearly, what is it? Where is the place? Shoik means the lower part. And the Alter Rebbe says also clearly, as klura shoik by isha means the part from the knee and the bottom. Again, the knee is because the knee is a part of the thigh. The knee is choladai. There's no even the prima good. Nobody holds us up. It's okay. But I'm talking from under the knee till the knekel. There is a thing which is shoik, and the Alter Rebbe writes clearly that's osir. That's even less than a shoik. That means the place where you do ampulos. This is all the achroinim which talk about this thing. Bring a right from Alter Rebbe against the prima good. The Alter Rebbe says clearly that where ampulos only the lom paret. So therefore, the Alter Rebbe writes clearly that it is that shoik. And then we see the Shivas the Menachem writes like this. Then Hamarat Shama said, "Hey, listen, this Tzemach Tzedek was mamash was in some gewalt here. Tzemach Tzedek has a whole shmiz. In Shechanor Shtay that the hair which comes out darken lutzais me'atzamusim. There are some hair by women which comes out gets revealed. So the in Shechanor Shtay in der Mu'e mashma it could be opened. It could be opened for Christmas. There's no problem. So the Tzemach Tzedek when it comes to revealing hair, I'm quoting the Loshen. Listen to the Loshen it says. There's no such thing as minig lehuklo. Kiven the sar beishe erve, k'moi shoig beishe erve. Since shar beishe erve, the same shoig beishe erve, so how could it be a minig? What's the shaych? Zaluk is zaluch, shekanuch is shekanuch. Ilel yira b'chuma mishoig. Sar is b'chuma mishoig. Haneimer, listen what the Tzemach Tzedek says. Haneimer, will we say, sheim yeyinenig legal shoikum, if there will be a minig that you reveal your shoig, b'may akides when it's summer, Zman achoim, when it's very hot, and you reveal your feet. Yeah, the shoik. Yeah, mitter shrein ha'ikai. You will say that since the minig is you go without stockings, then it's mutter. Could you say such a thing? Since you cannot say it by shoik, you cannot say it also by hair, and therefore he says it's awesome. There's no such thing as minig. Yishtaka haduver. How do you say it in English? Yishtaka haduver. I don't know if there's such a thing. Be forgotten. Nobody should say such a thing. V'lo yu'umar kivni ye'erva le'mahanenig. I think which is the erva. There's no such thing a minig. In minig kazeh oisias gehenim. This kind of Tzemach Tzedek, Glush Tzemach Tzedek. In minig kazeh oisias gehenim. K'meshkuzim k'hai gavna b'shlu. That means there's no such thing as minig. If it's an officer, minig gehe, minig gehin, minig oisias gehenim, gehenim. So what do we see? Tzemach Tzedek, the Menachemia, the Alter Rebbe, and all the Rishonim and Achronim hold that what is shoik? Shoik is the lower part. And there's no such thing as minig. If the minig is to go barefoot, there's no such thing as you can be open. Where is the tool in the minig? On the lower part, which is called, how do you call it? The ankle. The ankle is tool in the minig. So that's the halacha of shoik klulisdik. By the way, the Prima Gudem himself made a sefer on Hilchas Chalitza, because this is the guy who always Hilchas Chalitza, what shoik is. And over there, he reverses himself. Because he goes to the Sigi and he reverses himself. We don't have this sefer. My Akabuna, it's not printed. But the guy who edited the Shal Shiv's Magidus from Prima Gudam, he has the Ksav Yad, and he writes, and he quotes the piece of the, he works on it now to publish it. But he writes over there, Ra'ai b'shaider ha'chalitza shel Prima Gudam, which he himself, which he wrote the last thing, which he himself reverses himself, that even in the Shechanur he says, Efsher. And over here, he says, no. Shoik is the lower part. It's just the guy again, the Gabba Chalitza. So therefore, even the Prima Gudam, which this is the Yisod, which we wanna, so to speak, stick our hats on it, is falls off. So Shoik means the lower part. Now, let's see what's going on about saying Dvura Shebekdisha against it. Shtayt Neshichanuch, the Alter Rebbe brings it down, Siman Ein Dalet, one simmer before Ein Hai. The Alter Rebbe said like this, Kusi betoire v'shaftich sis v'sai seichel. You have to, once you went out, Tzoya, then you have to cover it. Why? Hashem is between you, and it's not, your machne has to be holy. And you shouldn't see ervas dover. So Chazal learned from this, that wherever Hashem is, that means you oisig betoire, bekrishma, betfila, tzurech li is a machne kudosh. In that means it shouldn't have any tzoya in front of you. Then the Alter Rebbe writes, "V'chachumam moisifi, chachumam added on, not only tzoya, shamakoymes Hashem shoichem behem bekirbayni, shamroi shivali b'shel udam akoyrim ispal tzurigam kali yiserva, shlo yiro yiserva." That means that the heart and the erva should not be in the same cover. That means even somebody sleeps naked and he wants to learn Krishma. It's the last minute of Zman Krishma, and he's covered with a cover. When he sleeps. But since his heart and the erva is open, it's also ochet osset zetin. That's the zach. Then the Alter Rebbe in Shin Aleph, next Simon Ein High, right? Tevich Megille Beisha, Babukim Starke Lachasas, RWI, was sie bringt, Stakles, Use Likrim is Paul Kenegde. Wir schmatieren im einem Stakl, a viele Royoise Bavura, in the Alter Rebbe Paskins, if you have no choice, you're going in a place which you know you have no choice, then you can close your eyes and not look at it. That's then the Alter Rebbe says, when against the shoik, it's also af pisha shoik, du kim de lachen zum Zigaret, af pisha shoik, eine mukim tsniya beish, and therefore it's also, v'yash omram, shafila puchs metevich, shemagila b'shoik, erwa, yafila beish. Du kim de Alter Rebbe na pasten wie de Moremu, as bei Ishta, shoik is worse. Although till a tevich is okay by Ishtoi, but shoik is worse, and has to be even, you cannot say Krishma. So when you have a wife, which goes with leggings, for instance, and there's a piece which is less than tefich, which is revealed, according to the Alter Rebbe, which he passed, and it says like this, you should be machmer, is you cannot say Krishma against it. Although in Shtib, you seeing it is not a problem because it's less than a tefich, but like Abba Krishma, it is worse. So again, so what do we have till now? Let me just make it sikum. We hear like this. We hear like this. It's also to say a Yiddish word, Krishma, Tefillah, davening, when the shoik is revealed. What is considered shoik? All of the Rishonim Achroinom, including the Primogudam, as I mentioned, he was Choizer, means shoik means from here to here, and there's a lot of rise in Shas, in Poskim, which I don't want to go, we don't have the time for it, which goes through it, that shoik ba'odam is the part from after the knee till the bottom part, till the ankle. So what is the halacha? Whenever, first of all, it has to be covered. There's no such thing as minik, not covered when it's hot. Has to be covered. Number two, if it's not covered, you cannot say a Jewish Begdisha. So therefore, and number three, which I don't want to say it, but this is why we started it, you could divorce your wife without a ksibah if she goes such a way, because it's against Shekhanorech. It's over of das Yiddish. This is the dry look of the Now the question starts, from which age does it start her tznias? Okay, you say that it comes in over here, a 12-year-old girl, and she has revealed, what is it called, ankle. You cannot say Dvorim Shebekdisha, but maybe a 3-year-old is okay. So what is the halacha? From where does it start? So there is a chazanish. Which holds it starts from 6-7 years old. From 6-7 years old, it starts from, so till 6-7 years old, that is a problem. This is the chazanish. This is a but the Kapurim, the Achroinim do not agree. But again, it's not the guy what the Achroinim agree. Let's see what our Rabbaim say. So in the Zakit Sichas Chaylegit Ches, page 448, the Rebbe writes, there's a letter, Zakit Sichas used to write the letter before it was published in the Igris Kodesh, and some we still not have because it stops to Lamed Vav, Lamed Zayin, Toshe Lamed Vav, Lamed Zayin. This is not yet. I don't have the whole letter. But Kapurim in Zakit Sichas, there's a letter of the Rebbe. The Rebbe writes like this: Api Shul Chanorach, according to Shechanorach, Mi Bas Gimel v'Yoymechet. Once your child becomes Bas Gimel, which is basically is very normal to say things like this, because Mi Bas Gimel is Yishona Erva, and Bas Gimel is a Abu Ala Bas Gimel is a Ised Reis. If she's a Nida, a Kapurim from Bas Gimel is also Yichid. A person to be Miyachid with a girl which is 3 years old in a day is also be Miyachid. It's the Shaykh B'Sizun. So the Rebbe Api Shechanorach, Bas Gimel v'Yomechet, Kvar Tzrichel is Nag B'Tznias, v'Kal V'Choyim Ala Bas Eser v'Yoyser. Aber schon Lachbid, when da mit Akanoim, ich Mas B'Zam mit Akanoim, aber das is the Rebbe Paskin. So what do we have? That we cannot say a Durish B'Gdisha, Api Shechanorach, Api Alocha, not Frimikait, not Menik, Api Alocha, from a girl which is 3 years old, reveals she doesn't have tights, it's hot, summer, now again, it's not meant to go at home too, or at street, but again, we're talking now in shul, is do a iser, and the Alter Rebbe writes Shechanorach, as a machloik, some say it's a bruch levatul in ganzen dach iba davanan, some say that the Eved is okay, and the Alter Rebbe says, don't davan iba, but shul bruch loki. So when we say davening Krishma, or we say Shemanesra, or we say davening Abrocha in front of a girl which is 3 years old, which doesn't have tights, Sufuk Bruch Levatul. Sufuk Bruch Levatul.
What will the shluchim do? That they make kiddush and they have all these
You close your eyes, but mumkin shei afshir. The Alter Rebbe gesagt, but mumkin shei afshir. Das ist kabreide. Das heißt, mumkin shei afshir. You close your eyes and you turn here. So, Akapura, Yosef nehme because again, ich kann nicht heiß, ich kann was sich getten. And also sagen, Abarat Ksiba. And again, I said, what you do at home, this is between you and the Rabbeinu Shloilam. Ich so, wenn ich noch so, die Shichanur ich sucht. Wir sind der Rabbaim suchen. Aber at least in Schiel, also viel, ist eine Sache, Menschen sollen verstehen, es hat nicht geschafft mit kein Minig, wo Minig ist oisi ist gehennen. Muma lechtige Jür, lechtige Tumit.